Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's your girl, BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Theo Von jokes that are out of this world. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see what he has to say.
Or in class, sometimes the teacher would teach us something real good. You know, I remember one time they said lightning. They said lightning was made up of the same stuff that a rainbow was. And it was hard for me to understand. And then the teacher said that lightning was just an angry rainbow. And I stood up on my desk and took my damn shirt off, bro. You know, and I saluted that shit, that fact, that teacher was filling me with the facts. Back in the day,
That was a joke? I don't know anything about this man. I see him all over social media all the time. Never, honestly, truthfully, stop to listen. He reminds me of, okay, I'm going to age myself here. He reminds me of, if you're a millennial, you remember on the Disney Channel, there was a movie called Brink. And it was a movie about skater crews, rollerblading crews. And the villain guy in that movie, they could be cousin brothers or something like that. He reminds me of him. I think maybe that's who I always thought of whenever he popped up on my feed. That is a random fact. I guess he podcasts. He has a podcast, but okay. I didn't know that rainbows and lightning were made up of the same thing. I also didn't think that was a joke though. Is that funny? That's the out of this world joke. All right, to each his own. Let's keep going.
We didn't have clothes on all the time.
That's true.
Who invented clothes? Can you look it up? Some fucking idiot, probably.
That's what I'm saying.
My friends are alcoholics.
I agree with that.
And I'm competitive. So I have a couple tequilas, right? And tequila, let's be honest, like pouring Mexico right into your body, okay? I mean, make you jump a fence, make you buy a gun, make you run across a highway with your family, make you knock a woman up, make you knock a woman down, okay? Olay, Janet.
Where is he from? He's got a southern accent. Make you knock a woman down, okay? Let me know in the comments where he's from.
You know? Dude, I got jumped one time after a football game by 5 black dudes. I don't know if you ever fought 5 black dudes at night. Just imagine you're fighting 5 black dudes, right? Now close your eyes. Now how many black dudes are you fighting? As many as your imagination can hold.
Not the rainbow.
I wish I had a grown man's penis when I was 12.
Do you?
Kinda.
Oh, you don't want that, man. I had that.
You had that or you have it?
I had it as a child. And
you were packing as a child?
Yeah, did you know that?
How the fuck would I know that?
You have it or you had it. Well, if he had it at 12, he had it. And he should hopefully still have it, I guess. This conversation.
I had that or you have it?
I had it as a child. And
you were packing as a child?
Yeah, did you know that?
How the fuck
you
would
didn't
I
know that?
Is outer space gay or straight?
Okay, so I'm going to give you an answer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is outer space gay or straight? Practically everything we see and measure in space, not only objects, but temperature, size, density, is on a spectrum. So for you to say, is the universe gay or straight? I'm going to tell you, whatever the universe is, it's on a spectrum.
So it's bi. You know, they had a guy in my...
I'm sorry, what? Call me what you want. I might be dumb. But what? And who is that man that he was just talking to? I'm sorry to this man. I don't know who this man is. If you know, you know. Leave it in the comments who said that. Iconically. What's he talking about? The universe, space. But
Whatever the universe is, it's on a spectrum.
So
whatever
it's bi.
it is.
You know, they had a guy in my neighborhood, this boy, Small Allen. You know, I mentioned him before. He was not a neighbor, but, you know, could have been a neighbor if he'd have lived closer. And he was small. I mean, damn, you could barely. He'd play hide and seek for a month, 6 weeks. You know, he was the only one, if we were playing hide and seek, you'd see him, you know, get a bunch of food and stuff. Because it was going to be, he's going to be out there for a while. He's so small. He hide in a bird's nest or something. You know, you'd be looking around for everybody and you'd hear somebody fighting with a bird in a tree. And that would be Small up there. Just wing the fist with
small.
a damn sparrow or a, you know, a daytime nightingale.
Where is this
sometimes you see a
man
nightingale
from?
gets lost.
A daytime nightingale. Oh, Poor small Alan.
And that bitch is out there during the day. You're like, damn, this is a damn pervert. But have you ever laid on your back and put your legs in the air while you jerked off? That's like the gayest thing you could do. I would never do that.
It sounds like you might have done that.
Right.
Done that.
It sounds like
No, I don't want to do that, dude.
that's one of those things where like you can only come up with it if you've done it. What in the world? This man, this compilation is all over the place. What do you mean? The visual of that is making me want to just move on, and so I'm going to.
Sounds like you might have done that.
I haven't done that.
You want to?
No, I don't want to do that, dude.
Guilty.
I always like making people laugh. Like I used to do a similar thing when I was a child. At the lunch table, we'd get some kids who were mentals, or a couple of them might have been mentals, and a couple kids that were well, and we get there and sit them to make them drink milk, and then
That's
tell
so
jokes
horrible.
and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face, And if you
The guy interviewing him is like, can we say that? Can we not say that? Why was he what?
till the
I
one
don't
of
even
them
wanna
just
repeat
blew
it.
milk out of their face,
Oh my
And if you get some straight up just couple mentals, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude. That's America right there.
This is too much.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew I was like, oh, I got some kind of a gift here. Almost blew the throat out of this one boy named Tot, T-O-T was his name. Kind of a bad name, too, to be mentally challenged. But also easy for him to spell. And, I'm not joking, that's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot.
Him and Tony Hinchcliffe and Ron White.
Oh, Tony's built for it. He looks almost like Pinocchio's old, crazy brother. You know what I'm talking about? Pull him up.
We're grabbing her cheeks.
Yeah.
And looking up at, not the sky, but the ceiling.
Okay, so that was the Joe Rogan podcast. Is this the Bad Friends podcast? Because I've gotten into this one recently here on the channel. If you haven't watched those videos, there's a couple of them. And I recognize this is Bhabie, right? He gets around on the podcast circuit. It's not
Grabbing her
circuit.
Her cheeks.
It is
Yeah.
a circuit.
And looking up at, not the sky, but the ceiling, but that God. And I remember going, with a tear in my eye,
Yeah. And that fills up most of your eye.
because I'm Asian. That's true. That's not racist. No, well, people don't.
I can't tell which one of them said that. That fills up most of your eye. Which one of them said that? That is so wrong.
We're going, with a tear in my eye,
Yeah. And that fills up most of your eye.
That's Theo. That's
because
Theo.
I'm Asian. That's true.
Yeah.
That's not racist.
Yeah.
No, well, people don't think that.
Yeah.
You get a tear, man. You know what I'm saying? You're a third waterlogged, dude. You're halfway through the Titanic movie.
Right.
You know? Can you think about that? Somebody even invented a chair like a long time ago. Everybody was just standing around. People just standing around like, now what? And then finally, some straight up, I'm going to be honest, hero came along and said, ta-da.
You know what? I am gathering from the 4 minutes and 49 seconds into this video of my first impression of this man that his style of joke is just saying all the things, the random things that people think throughout the day in conversation with themselves, like just random thoughts, be it logical, be it true, be it ridiculous, be it racist, be it stereotypical, be it stupid. Like he just says it. I feel like am I close? Am I in the area of his niche? Because what? The things that are coming out of his mouth, this chair thing is very true though. Like whoever came up with the chairs is brilliant. And also I've never thought about like who invented the chair and what were they doing before the chair?
I'm going to be honest, hero came along and said, ta-da. It must have been like marijuana almost at first.
A
You've
chair?
been standing up for years. Your father's been standing up. Your grandfather has great posture.
Like-
Everybody got...
People could still sit. Maybe they just weren't sitting on a piece of furniture, like the floor, a mantle, I don't know, a counter. Like to make it seem like people never were able to sit down without a chair is wild.
posture. Because they've been standing like a and then suddenly, out of nowhere...
Yeah, I was about to say, how can he be so serious?
Some beautiful little carpenter, some dirty little
wood martyr comes along and just chisels out a damn seat. I bet semen just leaks out of your pores. Just that full body coom, you know? Just cooming out of your just out of your pores. Just.
What's going on, man? Not much, really.
Get the microphone away from this man.
My cousin got bit by a gay guy.
Has he always had this mullet? Has the mullet always been there? I have yet to see a scene. And that one scene where he was talking about the cafeteria seemed like reading Rainbow Times. Like, it seemed old. The quality was vintage. And he had a mullet. How long has he had the mullet?
So we'll see, you know. Remember when you got the locker at high school and you went up to it and like other kids knew how to open their locker?
His eyes are closed.
Because it's your first time, but you had to act like
visualizing.
you knew, right? Because if somebody saw you not opening your locker right, then, I mean, this was junior high. You were probably going to go to hell. Dude, one kid I remember, bro, named Gabe, he got in his locker and we fucking never saw him again. He just got in there. I'm like, Gabe, what are you doing, dude? He said, I'm trying to get some peace and quiet. Like, all right, man, you missing math, but whatever. And he put some gym clothes in there and this thing stank. I mean, some gym clothes that was real fertile in there. Because this is 7th grade.
Fertile!
You know, you have body. You sweat. Even your sweat has probably a little bit of seed in it.
Nothing smells worse than a middle school post-PE armpit. Nothing. Male or female. Nothing is more rank than a sweaty middle schooler. It's as if all of the hormones come into play and they are just pulling in every flavor, every scent there is on the levels of funk, and they are seeping back out through every middle schooler on the planet. You know, you get to high school and you can regulate it. You found the deodorant that works for you. It feels like your BO, your pH is balanced out. But middle school? Oh, dear God.
You know, you have body. You sweat. Even your sweat has probably a little bit of seed in it, a little bit of ejaculate. You put a couple of sweat, shirts in there and this couple dirty socks. You come back a month later, they got 6 little socks running around in there. Maybe throw a little bit of some bird seed or some pine nuts in there for them for snacks. Yeah, locker was crazy.
He really meant fertile when he said fertile. He really meant fertile.
Black, poor white. That was our neighborhood.
I don't know what this ad is that happens.
Poor black, poor white. That was our neighborhood, So I didn't feel any white privilege. I know some people had it, man, I knew some motherfuckers with sweaters. But I was 2 tank tops in the winter, okay?
2 tank tops in the winter is wild.
And I just didn't feel it, I wish I'd have had some white privilege, dude. Sign me up. But I didn't have it, man. It was just poor black kids, poor white kids, man. And my poor black friends would always be like, man, look what you did to us.
But you know what? In situations like this, these are the most like lit childhoods where everyone is like equal. He probably has the best. You can tell by the way he tells stories. He had like the littest, the best childhood because it just was like a free-for-all. They were just out there till the street lights came on or beyond in the creeks just acting a fool. Like, you could just tell.
Kids,
he had the
poor
best
white
childhood.
kids, man. And my poor black friends would always be like, man, look what you did to us. And I'm like, dude, do you think I would do all that shit to y'all and then move right next door, bro?
Facts.
Now, we gonna split this plum or not, dog?
Plum?
You have an OnlyFans account or no?
Nah, man. I'd say
that's Drewski.
I mean, if we're talking about just to watch, yeah.
I got on there and then I immediately deleted. I get all nervous.
Why? Because you feel like people gonna know who you are?
I feel like at some point that
It's so weird, man. I get on there and like you can even like, it's weird. People can even trace back how you texted on there, so how you type it. So I try to watch how I type. Sometimes I like to misspell shit on purpose. I'm like, bitch, you ain't gonna notice it's me. I'm texting you in real life on my phone. So if I put too many commas and periods how I put them, you gonna know who the fuck I am behind this shit. I'll be spelling shit all type of wrong.
Yeah. But dude, it is true. I'll be like, what's up with good booty images?
Oh my gosh.
Who has this guy?
The laughter was coming from the relatability that they were having. Like, I don't think the situation was funny, but the fact that they both knew exactly what the other one was talking about, I think was what was so hilarious. Also, Drewski, who's the comedian he was just talking to, he has such nice teeth. I've never really watched his stuff or an interview of him either. He has a really great smile. Just a little observation. They are cracking up.
Who has this guy? Larry Reeb has this joke. He said,
Does he always so strategically have one Celsius can propped right off his shoulder? Is that marketing or is that an accident? Also, there's like a sandwich laying on the Celsius can back there. Another observation.
my wife told me never answer the phone during sex. I said, what if it's you calling? It's just an old joke, but I love it.
Oh, I loved old. How do you get a dog to stop pumping your leg? Pick him up and blow him. I love these old jokes. What's the worst thing you can hear when you get a prostate exam? Look, Ma, no hands.
Or in class.
No. Those last ones were terrible. All right, I'll give it to him. The first joke threw me off. I didn't understand the lightning. I don't know why anyone would start that video of that part saying these are his out of this world jokes. But the rest of them, I thought he seems quite funny. I want to hear some more of his like upbringing and background because I think that has a lot to do with his style of comedy. And I want to know where he's from. So let me know in the comments and go and have the day you deserve. Peace.